Hi everyone, yasas que to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple classic alevropita. Alevropita translates to flour pie, but actually it's a quick bread that I use feta in. You can add your favorite herbs to it. You can put olives in here. There are so many ways to do this. I'll put all of the suggestions on the blog post. It's so simple and so good. It goes well with everything. It's a savory quick bread that comes together with just the basic ingredients. You're gonna love this one. Let's get started. This recipe is so easy. You just need one big bowl for everything. So before you start mixing the wet ingredients together, whisk the dry ingredients together so that way you can only use one whisk. In this bowl over here, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and about a heaping teaspoon of dried dill. You can use your favorite herbs in this. You can combine dried dill and dried mint in here, a little bit of basil. Dill to me is more classic and goes really well with the feta, so that's what I'm using. Whisk that all together and set it aside. And now in my big bowl over here, I'll add 3/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 2 eggs. Keep everything at room temperature if you can. I'm going to begin whisking that all together, and then I'll add 1.5 cups of whole milk. Whisk that all together until it's nice and smooth, and then slowly add the flour ingredients to this a little bit at a time. Once everything is all combined, stop mixing. You don't want to overmix, so that way this quick bread is nice and light. So this is going to go into a 9 by 13 inch baking pan. Grease it really well with olive oil or baking spray. It's going to make a little bit of a thicker bread, and this is the way that I like it. If you like it a little bit thinner and crispier, you can transfer this in a bigger pan or do this in 2 pans. It's totally up to you. This is the way I like it, but traditionally it is made a little bit on the thinner side. I like it to be soft and just moist and delicious. So this is going into the pan. You can drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top if you want, and then sprinkle on some sesame seeds. My kids don't really like sesame seeds, so I'll leave them out. The oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This is going to bake on the center rack for 25 minutes. Once it's springy and a toothpick that's inserted into the center comes out clean, it's ready. This will be a little bit on the paler side, but it's going to be so good. Take it out of the oven and let it sit for about 20-25 minutes, just so that way it can cool to room temperature. I love serving this warm, so that way the feta is kind of melted in there. You can smell all of the flavors. It tastes delicious. I know some people like to eat this cold. It's delicious either way, you guys, but a little warm is my favorite way to serve this. Once it cools down just a little bit, cut it into serving slices. If you're doing this in a 9 by 13 inch pan like I am, you'll get 12 decent sized pieces out of this. Look at how soft it is. Look at the feta. It's like soft and creamy and so good. I think you guys are gonna love this one. It's ready to serve. The alevropita is ready, and I wish you could smell it. I love to serve this warm. So once you make it, let it sit for a little bit, like I said before, just so that way it cools down and it's easy to slice through. And definitely serve this a little bit warm. If you're making it ahead of time, I do suggest that you warm it in the oven just a few minutes, not too long, because you don't want to overcook it and have it dry out. And then you serve it with your meal. If you're eating it with your meal, it does taste good for a brunch idea. Even just like that with some tea or coffee, honestly, it's delicious. It's savory and soft and so good, and it's calling my name too. We need to taste it. This stores well too, so it'll be just as juicy and soft the next day too. Keep it refrigerated. And then, like I said, let it come to room temperature and warm it up a little bit, either in your toaster oven or your regular oven, and then serve it just so that way the feta has a chance to soften up a little bit. Oh my goodness. It's so perfect. I can actually finish this whole thing. It's really sad and scary, but I could because it's so addictive and good and light. You can add chopped olives to this. I use dill because I love dill and feta. I make these feta and dill scones for the holidays, especially around Thanksgiving time, and everybody loves them. It almost tastes like a biscuit cake, if that makes any sense. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. If you do, I want to hear about it in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You can head on over to the website to print this one out. I will see you all next time. Yasas.